Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is a very impromptu video today. I just need to make some food. Oh, I'm getting tired of cooking and I just need to have some things on hand and in the fridge or the freezer ready to just pull out and eat. So, if you're new here, welcome back to my channel. My name's Sarah. I'm a homeschooling mom of 4 in Tennessee, and we just do all kinds of stuff on here on this channel. We have a little hobby farm, and so there's gardening, and we homeschool, like I said, so there's homeschool content, all kinds of things. If you haven't already, I hope you'll hit that subscribe button and consider joining our little home here on YouTube. So, without further ado, I guess, we'll just hop right into this video. I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen, but I have a few things on my radar. The first thing is a few vegetarian, actually vegan, pot pies to have on hand. And then also, what else did I write down? Oh, I'm going to make my specialty nacho cheese. It's also vegan, guys, so stay tuned for that. We have several dairy allergies here in our home, and so it's just getting easier and easier to cook dairy-free. Or, well, I don't know about easier, but it just makes more and more sense to cook dairy-free when the majority of the family can't eat dairy. So, anyway, we're just trying to transition more and more into that, and it can be healthier for you as well. So anyway, right now can move this camera just a little bit so you guys can see what we got going on in the pan. Alright, so I'm basically just sauteing up some onions, garlic, and diced potatoes here in the pan, and just a little bit of canola oil. And I'm getting ready to make kind of like a creamy sauce. The recipe calls for almond milk, and I could do that, but I find that if I can just make a little bit of cashew milk, that's really good, and it's just creamy, and yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to do. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, I think the recipe calls for a cup. I think I'm doubling this. Yeah, I'm doubling this. We're making 2. No reason in dirtying up everything and only making 1 for a family of 6. Right? Am I right? Okay. So we're just going to take some cashews, rinse them off, blend them up with some water, and that'll be my milk, okay? So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Rinse off these cashews. Okay, it also calls for flour, so I'm just going to go ahead and blend up my flour with the cashew milk. Start adding it in here.
Maybe I should put my foot. in the freezer how this is way this cold. Whoa.
See how nice and creamy that is, and it's like thickening up right away.
Okay. Can I?
All right.
I'm gonna do my own. I can.
I love this spoon. I found it at Walmart for like a couple bucks, like $2 or something. Really like it. And then I'm just adding in vegetable broth.
What? That's all I did.
All right, I'm gonna add in some salt here. Yep. I am really, really fancy like that. Just kind of pour it in. It's thickening really nice. Almost wished I would have done this in a pot because it's thickening so well, and since I doubled it, you know, there's not a lot of room in this one. I need like one of those high frying pans or something. Okay, guys, this is coming together so quickly. The bad thing is I don't have any crusts that are actually pre-made, so we are gonna have to make crust. So hopefully that'll come together pretty well. I didn't even realize that I hadn't charged my battery, so hopefully it'll last because I only have one battery. Okay, I just added a touch of thyme. A bit of thyme. There, come on, hello. Thyme. To there. And now I'm going to add in my vegetables. Just have a bag here, mixed vegetables. Just going to pour it in. So I just decided that I'm going to use some of this tofurkey, and I'm just going to cut it up in pieces and pop that in there, and that'll be like the meat for the pie. So you can do so many different things. You know, you could do tofu, but the tofu I have is frozen currently. And let's see, what else could I do? I could do like homemade gluten steaks. You know, you could get vegetarian chicken, you could do a lot of different stuff, but I'm just going to use some little tofurkey pieces, I think. Well, the filling was easy enough. Now let's head on over and get the crust done. And yeah, I'm very hot. That's why I'm in sleeveless today. So very hot day. So all right, I'm gonna do the crust. Well, I've never done my pie crust in a food processor before, but I must say that was pretty cool. I Alright, I think all I need to add now is cold water. Let me see here. Yes, ice water. See how that goes. So far, I must say that this dough is awesome. It feels so good. So I'm just gonna see how rolling it out and transferring it to the pan goes. Oh wow, that is gorgeous. That is absolutely, whoops, absolutely fantastic. I'm so excited. And kind of think of it, I can actually make the top ball a little bit smaller because I'm just putting it over the top. So if I need a little bit more dough on the bottom, I could put a little bit more in, I'm sure. So, you know. Alright, so that one's done. Moving on to the next one. Okay, I'm gonna work really fast here because my camera battery is seriously dying, so I'm gonna have to charge it before I show you guys more. But anyway, I'm just gonna put the filling right here into the pot pie, and then we're gonna roll out the top crust and put it on. Bake it in the oven. So these freeze really well from what I read. And yeah, so I'll probably stick one in the freezer and keep one out so we can have it for lunch and dinner. Okay, so for the vegan cheese sauce, you're going to need to dice up onion, red onion, there's garlic in here too, potatoes, and carrots. And you're going to cook these, put water in them, cook them, and then I'll show you what we do after that. Okay, they're covered with water and they are cooking on high to get done fast. And in the meantime, you're just going to put some Dijon mustard and lemon juice in your blender, along with some pepper, cayenne, paprika, salt, and just a few cashews. You also could add a vegan butter, and then you're also going to add some water after your vegetables are cooked, and all this will go into the blender and blend up and makes a beautiful cheese sauce that you can use for pizzas, nachos, pizza rolls, calzones. I mean, the possibilities are endless. This cheese sauce is amazing. I've used it in like hash brown casserole and stuff like that as well. So anyway, you're definitely going to want to check this out, and I'll put the ingredients and how I make it in the description box down below this video. There's like a little arrow and you click on it and then it'll drop down. And that's where I'm going to have like all the recipes and links to things and stuff like that today, okay? Alright, our vegetables are boiling away for the cheese sauce, and meanwhile the timer's gone off for these pot pies. Don't they look amazing? Oh my goodness, they're starting to bubble over just a dab, and I think they're probably done or close to it. So I'm going to check those out. Yum. Alright, well my vegetables are all nice and cooked up, so I'm just going to take them and put them right into the blender here. And then I find that I don't know. I usually have a little bit of water left over, not a lot. I don't know. Honestly, guys, I don't measure a ton on this recipe. I generally will measure the spices out, but I don't really like meticulously measure veggies and everything. It always just seems to come out about right. So, all right. Last bit in there, I have just a dab of water left, y'all. Not much at all. But you'll see that, you know, between just spooning the veggies in, it's up to about there. And I love that this recipe only uses just a few cashews. So, all right, put the lid on here and blend this up. Quite as much of the water from your pot in there, but yeah, it's piping hot and it's all ready to use. So I'm gonna probably make some make-ahead pizza doughs so that we can do some really easy lunches, you know, for school and stuff, and we'll just use this on the pizza in the place of cheese. And I'm probably gonna do some like nachos. That's really good with this as well. And yeah, anyway, so I know some people do freeze this. I haven't had the best of luck freezing it. I feel like it kind of, the water sort of separates, and I just don't like the texture as well after it's frozen. I do like it best fresh, and it will keep in the fridge for like a week, you know. So I think just sort of plan what you're gonna make for the week, and then if you can make it at the beginning of the week, you know, it's good through the weeks for you. So how many times did I just say week? Anyway, it's good stuff, guys. My word. Wow. Because the pie crusts were so easy to whip up and so nice, I decided to try a vegan quiche. Aren't these pans cute? Anyway, I got just a couple of them, and I thought that I think I have the stuff that I can make 2 of them, so that's what I decided to do. Just whip up a couple crusts. That way we have a couple breakfast items that we can just pull out in the mornings. So that is what I'm doing now. Okay, so for our quiche, you're just going to dice up onion and then diced up spinach or greens of some sort. You can put mushrooms, sun-dried tomatoes. I mean, honestly, guys, the sky's the limit on quiche, and you would make it however you would normally make a quiche. So anyway, yeah, basically what I do is when my spinach is just starting to kind of head over the hill in the fridge, I will just pop it into baggies and put it in the freezer. That way it's good for smoothies or any kind of recipe that calls for chopped spinach, like stuffed shells or lasagna. And in this case, it's going to be quiche. So yeah, I think I'll just do I don't have mushrooms, so I'll do the onion and spinach, and then I've got like a vegetarian, kind of a vegetarian deli meat of sorts, kind of like the tofurkey.
I think it warmed up.
And I'm just going to put little bits of that in there with it, just to give it a yummy flavor.
I'm playing with you all day, Crystal.
Okay, I only have this kind of tofu, so that's what I'm using right now. Like I said earlier, a bunch of my tofu's in the freezer, and it'll be for barbecued tofu, which is really good, and I ought to make that, huh? Okay, so there's my tofu, and it is firm, so it ought to be fine. I guess it probably should be the water-packed kind, but this will work. Okay, pour that in there. So we got our tofu, and then it says 2 tablespoons, which I've got almost double that, so. All right, we'll just put a little less than the double amount in there. Okay, and then we want about 4 tablespoons of, because I'm doubling, of the nutritional yeast flakes. About a half teaspoon of onion powder and a half teaspoon of turmeric, which the turmeric is for your color, to give it that egg look. Half teaspoon. Not to mention that turmeric's anti-inflammatory as well, so, you know, win-win. All right, and then salt, which says 3/4 teaspoons, so that, and it says or more to taste, so that leads me to believe that some people feel like it needs more, and I'm sure you could add a lot of different seasonings to this if you wanted as well. You could probably add like thyme, or in fact thyme might be really good, sage, rosemary, depending on what your filling's going to be. So okay, I'm going to scrape down the sides and blend some more. Okay, just make sure we get all that good flavor in there. Nice and smooth to me. That's not bad at all. That is really not bad. All right, we're gonna add our veggies in there and then just give it a quick pulse. Okay, here we go. And this is gonna, you know, add a lot of nice flavor in there too. I did add some minced garlic to the pan. I don't think I said that, and so I did add some of that in because everything's good, better with garlic. All right, so put the lid on, and we're just gonna pulse it because we want the texture. See how that looks. Oh my word, that looks so good. Looks so good. So good. Okay. Give it one more little pulse. Okay. Oh, yeah. All right, let's pour this into our pans. Okay, it's like 7:30. I'm getting super tired, but I'm going to be mixing up some pizza dough just to stick in the freezer, and then I can just pull out the dough the morning that I want it for dinner, or I can pull it out the night before if I want it for lunch. And then I can put on that cheese sauce that I made, and some sauce and olives, and like make a really fast lunch, because I think they only bake for like 10 minutes or something on 500 degrees. Okay, my phone's blowing up. Dough and divide it into 4 pieces. I'm gonna wrap it in wax paper, I guess, and each balls, and then put them inside the Ziploc bag. So that's the plan. I know a lot of people do this. I have never made and froze pizza dough like this, and so I'm looking forward to doing it, because honestly, you know, that's probably one of the most daunting parts of making pizza would be, you know, making your own dough. And it doesn't even take that long. It's just the whole, I gotta do it. You know what I mean? I gotta dirty up the mixer and whatever. Anyway, so I'm looking forward to this. Just kind of pulling this out. I have the cheese sauce already, and put that in the containers, and I think I need to wash my hands so that the dough doesn't stick to me. I used unbleached bread flour, so the dough has a nice kind of brown texture, or color to it rather. One of the last things I'm going to do tonight is just take 2 pounds of beans, which is like, I don't know, probably, it's a heaping 4 cups, okay? I'm going to rinse them, and I'm going to be cooking them in my Instant Pot. I have beans, and then I'm also going to do rice in my rice cooker. And then I'll have beans and rice all made up, and we can just eat them for lunches and suppers. Okay, so if you're going to use 4 cups of beans, then you're going to use 8 cups of water, and you'll put 2 tablespoons of salt in with that, and just add some chunked onion and garlic, and push the bean setting on your Instant Pot, and you're ready to go. And that is my quiches beeping in the oven. So let's see how those turned out. Oh, you guys, look at that. Doesn't that look good? Looks really good. Here's the other one. All right, we'll turn the oven off. All right, so see here we have our 2 vegan pot pies and 2 vegan quiches, and then over here we have 2 containers of cheese sauce, and in the freezer we have 4 pizza doughs ready to take out. And then now I'm getting the beans and the rice done. So guys, we've had a really productive evening. It's 8 o'clock. I started around 5 so about 3 hours in the kitchen, and yeah, at least we have some stuff made up. I wish I had more, but like I wish I had some stuffed shells made or something like that, but that's gonna be it for now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a big thumbs up. That really helps. Comment down below and let me know you know, if you try any of these recipes or anything. So anyway, I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Hey guys, just to clarify, instead of adding 2 tablespoons of salt, I'm sorry, you're only supposed to add 1 tablespoon, right? Yeah, for some reason I thought it was 2 tablespoons, but it is 2 pounds of beans and 1 tablespoon of salt, along with double the amount of water, and then a few chunks of onions and garlic in the top if you like. All right, guys, let's get that going here.